conversation. Emily said before we etching. 2 weeks ago, and at Chelsea, Man United, any Arsenal, I prepare a 5-page dossier. Say, oh, there is a young striker in Europe. Obia Peno. So, Yenina Peno. And my coach was saying, one of the big issues I see with Arsenal throughout last season is that they didn't have a killer in front of goals. And they need a killer. Apart from Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz, Edin Ketiamono, you need a physical specimen in front of the post of 25-30 goals in a season to properly compete for the English Premier League. So Arsenal sent in a dossier to Abranche friend Benjamin Sesko. Rich, Omo Bono, Chelsea Bono, Man United Bono, and now Benjamin Sesko and any team, the agents have come out and said, Omo the development in the do baby on open. He can go to Arsenal, maybe under pressure Abanoso. He can go to Chelsea, maybe under pressure Abanoso. And even at Manchester United, which are more unstable clubs, he will do what Ellen Brot Haaland did, or better, one more summer, our Leipzig, and then have a gentleman's agreement with the team. So next summer, we'll be able with an improved, better offer. Benjamin Sesko has decided that he is going to stay at RB Leipzig. And I prompted a conversation with of our branch here, friend John Duran. Chelsea near team. Say Chelsea are already logged in conversation with John Duran. And I don't you understand, Richard? Chelsea for John Duran. See, say Chelsea need striker. It's a Chelsea per striker. No options near Osimhen. Benjamin Sesko. And Ekoka about Victor Jokeres Munaka ho. Jokeres eba be pray or after the conversation. Osimhen. Omudu Aston Villa no. First thing Unai Emery catch on when say Ope Konogalaga as exchange. And I tell you say, oh, we cry, say place no. You place can say get to your books no so. So you're not ready to do the exchange. And Connors and Toraja told Chelsea say, oh no there. So Betina Chelsea no winding down the contract on Betina. He is not going to leave Chelsea as it stands now. And this morning, the update is that John Duran and Chelsea didn't come on a Colombian centre forward. The problem is that Marcel John Duran, not so much by the last few days. On your player, who is over to put the ball Enzo Maresca Pessobo. Or we will drop in the Fiifi, and then number 8 is not connected play. Or a very good finisher. If it's just about finishing, he is the guy. Now, or a much more of a chaotic striker, only control, only game. One of the big reasons in last season, apart from the injury, Unai Emery and say he is not disciplined in terms of the press. And playing a good manager, positional manager, we say Enzo Maresca, then definitely there are questions about Abrante and John Duran. But as it stands now, Chelsea no mood in common. Reach only one. £40 million.
Oui.
40. See. I'm usually
only Watkins,
only Watkins, my crams.
That's one of the goes at Jimmy.
The young boy, Jumano. Only what you see, Rich, I don't approve of English strikers. No, Benjamin Sesko, Victor Jokeres, Asa. Me Osimhen, I've never really been a proper fan of Osimhen because Osimhen injury issues. Maybe again, Sikana Ragoto Osimhen, and how much time he has to fit into a team, the pressure will be too much. So get me Sesko. Now, Mami Jokeres. It looks as if me and you are not available in the summer. It's the ideal one. And now I was saying it. Say Chelsea Sesko this summer. Then in Kukueba fully fit this season, right? Nicolas Jackson, Honum, Obama against Senegal, or Prague, but they say it's just a scare, it's not too much of a big injury. And Chelsea, any Abrante friend of Michael Olise, have finished everything in terms of the personal agreement. The scare about Olise when they say Manchester City for a deal him, trying to get him to Manchester City. There is also a conversation of Julian Alvarez. Maybe I'm not for Julian Alvarez because Chelsea don't need a skill set of Julian Alvarez. Born on him, all the other things to connect me with him. But I think Nkuku is cast in the frame of Julian Alvarez. Or you're mobile to Sono, or ball striking to Sono. Chelsea needs a physical specimen, physical presence. It is a who never be this summer there. Then get Olise done. For Olise, Brabishim. Then next season, your center forward attackers, Nicolas Jackson, Nkuku, and then Olise can come out from the right hand side. But going to spend more money on John Duran, Obia, there's another potential. Or just a potential again. And there are a lot of potentials with Chelsea. So adding him to it, I don't agree with John Duran unless he comes and he proves me right. But Chelsea didn't come up. We'll see how far the conversation with Aston Villa will go. But Chelsea any a very, very good response from Michael Olise. The only issue in Nancy so last year, Nanka Chelsea had to Olise 35 million. And a Palace one realizes that Chelsea knew Olise didn't come over Chile. They got angry, no come on reported Chelsea in Premier League. Then eventually Olise signed a contract extension. Steve Parish made a big deal about it. So Olise entered that. Any Olise in Ankasa have told Chelsea, say, maybe they are I would want to make a choice and come to Chelsea. I've given you my very data. But the big thing they say, make sure that before we go on to the next stage of the conversation, only Palace in Wiewi. So Chelsea now have to go back to Palace. Yet it is a new contract in nation with £65 million. Last season, 35. And no matter 2 more 65. Chelsea would have to finish with Palace before they can move on with their deal. For me, Chelsea Michael Olise.
On good.
Man United so penny pa. United also want
a fine player.
The slight leaning of Olise to Chelsea, they say Olise Ebon youth football kakra of Chelsea. And Nini Odinachi, and so Chelsea. And a family of lifelong Chelsea fans in London Honham. Through the Crystal Palace area, they love to play for Chelsea. And he has always wanted that, and Chelsea are banking on Sadio. Maybe when he said team obey Olise every Chelsea in same Manchester City. If they seriously come, and Man City will only go for Olise if Julian Alvarez is also leaving. It's a whole lot of a circulation of players amongst each other. But media, I don't know. Rich, do Chelsea need Julian Alvarez?
Unless Nanaya are not on prayer on faith because see, that's why I don't draw on money at Nambobono. Says our party, somewhat Lukaku.
Yeah.
Lukaku is still a Chelsea player.
Lukaku doesn't want to play for Chelsea.
I'm convinced no more.
Chado, Lukaku is poison chalice.
I said, do money at the end and come Lukaku.
I say, Shepherd Lukaku a better striker than all of these people. Yeah. But Chelsea also want to move on from Lukaku in Saint-Semen.
Mama treating you.
I'm say that then on the end. On it, Masuka and no issue. And I also and I was saying, we wait to see how the transfer conversation.
Former now Branton or Italy, no. Oba na Chelsea say no.
I say United to say ni biana.
Yan say no.
More the man say no, but Chelsea don't say.
One or ball Manchester no. Obian hu or the compare Chelsea. Who's the difference in that?
Manchester just don't we control more the connection.
I am now.
And one from home Lukaku conversation. Rich at FC Bayern. Alphonso Davies in Saint-Semen still like Madrid like Mendy and the job he has done for them. So once you Madrid have always wanted Alphonso Davies to come in to their club to come and play for them. Still, on a buy an area with a contract extension. Now in the last few days, Jamal Musiala got an interview. And in that interview, Omizane said, oh, 2 of our best friends, pa. I Brent FM Leroy Sané, and I Brent FM Alfonso. I'm meaning now promise him. But said there's a possibility some beko. And I'm Musiala say, oh, new coach number. But me, say many need these people.
Diaka now diaba on Embrand 11-5. Embrand. Pan we nyanko. Everton sign Atena Manchester United. Okay. Go view 3. Oh, now say. Yo, Chama. Now say.
After you there.
I could ever say you could say
as you know
that you could review bad tools. Who could review bad? This is Yamudia Benny.
But dear, watch it, you will correct power. As a minimum that's as an analysis. Let's see a TV jam about United, about the amount of children. That's what you do. Come on.
Oh, I might take on it, but maybe so we.
Oh, we want you. No. Let's start with your thing.
Oh, that
no.
Minimum. Come on, baby. You know, my count you. Maybe some now, my cano. Over trans over punch holes in it. And I'll allow you to do that.
I don't punch holes in it.
Me not a minimum. Back of you, confirm I had you.
I don't want to.
I'm going to tell you, review. Review, Nini.
But I almost senior man in trap where one more season.
Okay.
And you money, Mogakra. One Moraka. It's myself, Utimia, right after I say, you be a first drum, a pa, and really very, very important to me. Before say, Met is an essential worker of Ferry Adam C. Chow no pay on his power sports, any support out of the mind. Mr. Be out here, for phone saying I'm a family,
star 281 hash.
Star 281 hash. Nature. Say na Gabi can unlimited this time, unlimited. And you go for unlimited nibi. We are proper unlimited. You cha na udi ni eche, and then 3 days no be cha ni siko scano. Saturday when can in tempting machine and fun and ne or sorry in the sky between phone so. That is the solidity of the way Jumano city. Unye chan kwadia scan beba whether your bonus or whatever. It take you be even obi an account first time no. You hulu mobile and
sometimes the other massive problem ni network.
Yeah.
Have you over try say o send this kind of money pa no be ya na enko. Yeah. Ti bia no po sorry the network ni you no send this kind of call.
Yeah. Which you come bono enye mo no munya problem ni bi no.
Yeah.
When you mo ye draw no. Na ono no nka say me che 20. Me che 20. Ono no nka ho bi. But ene sorry ni e buy no. We've given the person money. Say nti you ucha guma obenya bibi.
Obi en chebi. Sika dia. Obi catch us if can say. Oma advice I come up. But Viali Dada.
Yeah.
Also no you tap send this Ghana.
Okay.
I was very fast.
Okay.
Also Sunday and the Pakistan Saka, but the problem with Ghanaians is say almost said this kind of buy in town first Yenzaka scandal. Dada mon fanche I don't just a moment anymore. The Ghana head ding. It's some famra. Dollar is a toy. In
the corner, it's been a couple of days. In the community, there's a lot more Bob Bosso, but then Senna Okano. The major conversation in Manchester United. Now it's only Mr. We are United ni and also United, we are Chelsea ni Barca ni Real Madrid ni United in common and again it takes me back to nature the Biamakan in recent days. He said the dynamics of the game even in Europe. See, never a win will boom and you had the football but across a fashion a car na asesa na kakra first na go for share baggages pa but wasn't I say and go for S style in a different way. That is how fashion is. Now, do you know what? Ineos group, no, they have come to understand say there is something fundamental in United. And for fans like yourself, any big chase mo, they be able to make us say, okay, fine. Manchester United, your level, no, any baby to get the but Ineos group, one of the main reasons in the top club now, it was to change the face of the sporting direction of Manchester United. In the past 1 week, and you say Ineos for and try to get a new manager.
They tried.
They have tried. In fact, last week, new owner Sergeant Ratcliffe was in Monaco, and in an informal conversation, former Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel met him there. He tried to convince him. Before that, no man having conversations via intermediaries. No, and I Tuchel I catch him say, "Oh, say maybe they may bar." And the first thing is a more players and who are they so come over Namamo. I will revive their career. And I say, hey, sir, no say yes. I did it with Antonio Rudiger. I did it with Mason Mount. So I can do it again with Jadon Sancho and all of the players some issues with playing for Manchester United now. And I'm saying, okay, then fine. Let's just meet in person and try to iron out and see the way forward. Rich, Thomas Tuchel go show more on my I say, oh, me clergyman my general. But if I say come call holidays kakra. Now me relax it. So I can't take the job this summer. And I'm Manchester United fans. Okay, then fine. See your main target in Thomas Tuchel experience in turning an alien ship around, SEO Madia. Then we need to go back. Eric Ten Hag say, okay, Ukrano, you have not been so much of a bad coach. It's in your man. He said, we want to sign a next contract extension with you. Not say my Rich. Apart from any other Manchester United fans now. There are some Manchester United fans who agree. In fact, a legend of the club, Paul Scholes, on the Instagram, a brand news need breaking Eric Ten Hag bets now. This is what Paul Scholes I get trouble saying. Or say, nice to wake up to this news. Although I did think Palace away felt like the end. Major improvements needed, but at least we have a bit of continuity, and I don't have to wait for a new regime to settle in. Fans have given him and the players incredible support and deserve better next season. Bye, Red Army. Abrantia, your friend Paul Scholes of Manchester United, and they are told him say, already up a continuity, and Manchester United fans, Manchester United owners are keeping Erik ten Hag in there is for one reason. They want to make sure that only the sporting director on start here, Juma. Dan Ashworth has still not started working. It is Brentford and in charge of the sporting actions of Manchester United, but he's not the main sporting director. On Pesasani should be imposed, and I've said it several times. For United, there is the need for a proper sporting direction, a proper sporting structure where Erik ten Hag can work under. Into which, and just about the stand why Juma. From this summer, Erik ten Hag and Konkoto players on his own. United will buy players that fit the sporting directors and the technical directors' ideology of what United way is, and that's exactly what they will do. In Erik ten Hag and now the agents and the Ineos are locked up in a meeting to try and iron a difference of a contract extension. Now, don't you think Erik ten Hag is being fairly judged in the public domain? Which your win percentage for coaches at Manchester United, apart from Alex Ferguson, nobody comes close to Erik ten Hag. Nobody. Not even the great Jose Mourinho. Only when I say
539, 538.
No, but still, but the win percentage, I don't see.
Of course.
Erik ten Hag deserves some respect, Kaka. And I think it's a more Thomas Tuchel. That's a Muslim keep Erik ten Hag. Yeah, it's a good thing for next season. Chelsea fans need to throw, fans want to be through, but Erik ten Hag gets to do his job.
No, me decision, you know. Yes, I mean, no problem with the decision.
Yeah.
But baby, I'm no problem. Kakrabi as a che.
Yeah.
You just say, but didn't come over.
Yeah.
Because on the timer, coaches are yeah, ratio moon now rejecting.
Yeah.
I mean, any option be.
Yeah.
Because me, so I catch him say, oh my Erik ten Hag cop. Now go for me to say Thomas Frank, Edna Bar. I mean, a bad decision.
Just Southgate, more change Southgate after the
Debbie on
your mumpen.
Yeah, your target by Thomas Tuchel.
Not Thomas
Tuchel say, call and said, you chichi. I say, I'm on the time, Kaka. It is a amount of time, they're okay, and I am chairman 1 year. Now, almost 1 year anyway.
Extension in 1 year.
Oh, me person just say.
Okay.
But I said, whatever extension be at the money, the amount more 1 year be.
No more change.
Maybe a new start time, you know.
Okay.
Not Thomas Tuchel's or course, sabbatical leave or deal.
No, abba.
No, abba. So I say, near an account when I was about to my deal. Thomas Frank Moody, we uncle.
Oh, Frank put on your serious contender. The media in the UK use him for a lot of things. Erik ten Hag now it's about transfers. First one, centre back Bakwa Moshe Agbantia friend Jean-Claude Todibo. Excellent centre back on the ball. Our OG seniors, they have a history with him. Any Agbantia friend Kekes, very, very good left back for team and friend AFC Bournemouth, Manchester United Air Channel, and then Agbantia friend Mason Greenwood. Loan away in the Spanish La Liga, Getafe, and he had to say Juventus no copy. Which my minister Ankumoy, a very